Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 19th, 2024. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle here for Gemini. So Gemini, what we have is letting go, and we have the healing light. And this tells me that your energy is in a space of like, listen, I see what I see, and because of what I'm seeing, it's like a relief to me, and I'm able to let this go or let something go. Okay. Okay. You're letting go of like the shock and pain of an ending. Like you may feel like you're looking at it going, you know what, I spent a lot of time in this situation. I spent a long time in this situation, but it's okay. I'm letting go of trying to avoid a disaster. A lot of times you're trying to avoid an ending. This is showing me that you're worried. You've always been scared. So the Ten of Swords, Tower, Chariot, and Nine of Swords says, especially if you're in a connection with someone, or this is like a family, or someone you consider family, this is what has always been driving you to do certain things. It seems like what's driving me is I'm afraid and fearful of this ending badly, of this ending in general, right? It would be so painful. And so the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands tells me that what is healing is that you spent so much time fighting an ending, so much time fighting the tower falling, everything falling apart, the foundation falling apart, that now it's to the point where you might feel relief to just let that go. Well, if it's going to end, it's going to end. Oh well, what am I going to do about it? Right? If it's headed towards disaster, I might as well let it go on ahead and go. Why am I holding the horses back? You know, you've been holding them back for so long, or stopping something from falling apart for so long. A creative endeavor is the Eight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, and this talks so much about how you can be independent or live by yourself. Some of you may want to live by yourself. This is an event where you realize that you can move on. You may have been in and out of a situation for for a while for this to be here, but this is saying, you know what? Something happens, someone says something, or the way that they act for this to be here is an event for the creative endeavor. It's like they may have made it very clear that they're in and out, right? That you're on your own on something. And so this is bolstering the energy you're coming with. You may be coming in with this energy of like, oh, well, if it falls apart, then it just falls apart. I'm not fighting to keep it together anymore. I'm not going to try to celebrate this. I'm not going to try to interject and make it positive and celebrate. I'm not doing it. The honoring path is the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. The honoring path here, right? Ooh, it's like to watch to see what someone would rather do. Does someone feel trapped, right? Is it all negative? Pay attention to the way that someone acts, what they say, their lack of action, their lack of acknowledgement or taking accountability of something. That your intention should be to watch. Don't try to fight to keep something together, but to watch and see what really happens. Because the truth is that there's a huge misunderstanding here. Huge misunderstanding. In your mind and heart, you may be saying, I've been trying to keep this together. I've been trying to fight this for so long, when there may not have been anything to fight for to begin with. Not saying that, say this is a romantic relationship. It's not saying that this relationship isn't worth fighting for. It's just that perhaps there's a misunderstanding. There's something about a person being feeling very negative or feeling down, and that the situation is sabotaged because there's a misunderstanding here. It's not that anyone has any ill will or ill feelings. It's more like watch to see what they do and what their motives are, and hear why, listen to why things are happening. Because you got to let go of thinking and worrying that this is a worst case scenario, that things are falling apart. Because they may not be, but they will if you sabotage things by thinking the worst. Okay. Yeah, they're saying stop worrying about not necessarily stop worrying, but don't start. The healing light is that there's some kind of disagreement, argument, fight, and someone's fighting to keep something together because I've spent so much time in this, It's like very, very strong. But what needs to be healed is this energy of saying, forget the fear. I'm not afraid of this falling apart. What say you? What's really going on? And really pay attention. Be curious more than anything, not combative. You could be dealing with a Cancer, also could be dealing with the Scorpio main signs, but we also have another Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be a Gemini Cancer cusp, or you could be dealing with a Libra Scorpio cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.